back with Jeannie Wheeler, who is running for one of the open positions on the Board of Trustees at Brooks Free Library. Thank you for joining us, Jeannie.
Thank you for having me.
I'm thrilled to have you there. So do you want to give some background on what made you pursue, because this isn't your first time running for the Board of Trustees, but what prompted you to do so?
Well, I grew up here in Harwich and went to Harwich schools and would spend a lot of time doing my homework at Brooks Library. So I realized even back then what an asset it was. And when I moved back here, I knew that I wanted to have some part in the library.
Excellent.
And Jeannie, for those voters that might not be as familiar with you and your role, can you share a little bit about your experience and skills and how they've come into play in this position?
Sure. Before we moved back here, we lived in Guilford, Connecticut. And while in Guilford, I was a trustee on the board there at the library. So I had that experience. And coming back here to Harwich, as I said, I knew I wanted to be part of the library in some capacity. And so when I was elected the first time, I ended up being chair of Building and Grounds. So I had an active part in, over the last several years, between being chair but also co-chair of Building and Grounds, replacing carpeting. We put new furniture in the children's room. We added extra spacing in the children's room so the parents and the grandparents had more reference material. And so far we've been able to get quite a bit accomplished.
Oh, wonderful.
That's great. So that's a little bit about what you've accomplished in the last few years. Where do you have your sights set next? What's down the pike?
In the near future, hopefully we will be able to get the exterior preservation and restoration accomplished, replacing the columns, fixing the rotted wood, doing the chemical stripping and the painting, and just restoring the library to the beauty that it used to be.
And is there anything else, again, for voters who aren't familiar, is there anything you want to add? Anything you want to just
If you all have not been to Brooks Library yet, you need to go, not only for the books, but there are so many programs available for children and adults as well. It definitely is one of Harwich's greatest assets.
Jeannie, thank you so much. And again, for the viewers, that is Jeannie Wheeler. She's running for the Brooks Free Library trustee position. Jeannie, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you
and
for
we'll
having
be right
me.
back with our next guest. Thank you.